What's up, guys? I am so excited for this episode, and you guys are gonna love it. We got Javion here. He cooks and he gives money back to the homeless, so we are absolutely excited. But first, we want to thank our sponsors. So JP Wygant & Sons, thank you for making this episode possible. All right, guys, so here we have Javion Napier, 16-year-old cook, and you make this money and you give it back to people that are less fortunate. Talk about kind of what caused that passion of yours to do that.
Well, it was my brother. One year he wanted to give the leftover food for Christmas, and we couldn't that year. So I've been doing lemonade stands before that. So ever since then, I've been saving up lemonade money, then selling jams and jellies and giving bags out to the homeless.
So it's not just cooking, it's not grilling out. So you were doing lemonade stands for how long now?
I think since 8 or 9.
8 or 9 years old?
Yes.
And you're 16 now, right?
Yes.
And you've been selling jellies in school?
Just since 8th grade, middle school, yeah.
I mean, when I was in 8th grade, I was not doing that, man. That's absolutely awesome. So talk about have you had some awesome stories from even some of the homeless people or even the church that you've given back from, that how you've impacted their lives?
Not really yet, but the one thing the homeless people ask for is Vienna sausages.
Vienna, really? Okay.
Yeah, because it's non-perishable and keep it in the cold or in the heat.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Wow. So tell me about kind of your dreams. Like when Javion's 30 years old, do you want to have your own restaurant? What's that?
I don't really want to have my own restaurant. I want to have like my own barbecue shack.
Okay, for sure. And what about cooking just makes you happy? Why do you like it?
I don't know. I've been doing it since 7.
Yeah.
I think it's just fun to do.
Okay. And talk about the impact your family has had on you in this journey.
Since the news people reached out?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I gotta give a big shout out to my aunt.
Okay.
Besides my mother, my aunt, she's the one helping out too, and so is my mom.
Wow. Wow. You mentioned the news reaching out. So has life or even business changed dramatically since the news reached out to you?
People was emailing me a lot.
They're emailing you a lot? You felt famous, huh?
Yeah, when I went out to eat with my grandparents the other day, the waitress noticed me.
There we go. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's so cool. So talk about just some of your favorite restaurants or favorite barbecue joints here in Wichita. Do you have any couple? Do you have any?
Well, I have one. It's Bite Me Barbecue.
Bite Me Barbecue. It's a good spot. What do you like to order there?
I like to get the ribs.
The ribs, yeah. There we go. But their ribs aren't as good as yours, are they?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're being humble. I like that, man. That's awesome. So if you were to give advice to another 16-year-old that wanted to help the less fortunate or even had a passion or a dream, what would you tell them?
Start off small like when they stealing guy did.
Wow, start off small. I love that. I love that. And then what?
Then go to a next step you want to take.
Yeah, that's awesome. Question for you. Do you have any haters? Do you have any doubters? Do you have any people that criticize?
Yeah, a couple out there.
You got a couple? How do you deal with those?
I let my mother deal with them.
You let your mom deal with them? I love that. Mama's back there. I love that. That's so awesome, man. Well, hey, I think it's time to kind of see some action, see you on the grill a little bit, ask you some questions. And man, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah. All right, and we are by the place where the magic all happens, ain't that right?
Yes, sir.
We are grilling it up here. We got some chicken and some brat. So before we get to eating, we're gonna play a game I love to play with all my guests. It's gonna be called Wichita version, this or that. How you feel about it?
Let's try.
Let's try it. I love it. All right, first of all, I want to thank our sponsor. So Keystone Solid Surfaces, thank you for making this part of the episode possible. All right, Javion, if you were to be on a cooking show, would you rather be on Guy Fieri's or Gordon Ramsay?
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, okay. Why is that? Any specific reason or what?
Not specific. I just think that Gordon Ramsay is too mean.
Gordon Ramsay's I love that. I love that. Okay, let's ask another question here. You mentioned that you wanted to start your own barbecue joint, right?
Yes.
Would you rather start one in Wichita or in Kansas City?
I'd go Kansas City.
You go to Kansas City? Yeah. Kind of known for barbecue out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, cool. All right, last question here. You're grilling up brats. You got some chicken. What's your go-to? What do you like to grill the most?
I'll say a nice steak.
A steak. So not even any of these. All right, you pick option C. Okay, I love it. Hey, man, I'm ready to eat. We're going to treat the whole family. We're going to make sure we cover all the costs of this. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And this is the Woods High Life Show, guys. Stay tuned.